Check. Health. Check.
We're live. Go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Rich Perez welcoming you back into another dose of the rundown. Of course, joined in as always by my co-host all the way back from the U, Kayson Davis. How you doing, Kay?
Good, man. It was a good week. Had fun at covering the tournament.
I gotta let that go a little bit, man. I feel like every time like I play it now, like you barely hear it. Like every time I watch back. So just have to let the hand claps go on, man. Cause you been doing work out here. We gotta get hand claps going for Kayson, man. He's been killing it, man. We're covering the ACC tournament for the Hurricane. Like it's great, man. It's awesome. I love it. I love it.
I appreciate it, man. We need to, clap it up for you too. The video you and your dad is doing big numbers right now.
Ah man, yeah. Me and Pops did a bracket breakdown for the NCAA wrestling tournament this weekend. We're getting into that a lot later. But yeah, man, thank you guys for always showing us love and all that. And Knicks fans, I promise I am not going at you guys. It is a coincidence that I'm wearing this jersey right now. That's it. I'm not taking shots at you guys. I promise.
After what happened last night, you come here, it doesn't look too good, man.
Hey, look, the NBA said that it was the right call, so that's what we're sticking to. But I promise these were no shots. I just, it is what it is. Anyway, the brackets came out, man. We got everything, all regions, all of it. It's going down, man. How you feeling, Kay? Q's got in with both Q's fans in here. Had Matthew Gutierrez talking Q's hoops, and that was great. But Q's got in. They got a tall task coming up against South Dakota State, though.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's San Diego State, but
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a tough one. I guess we're gonna get into it a little later though. But I feel like there could be a lot of upsets, man. I see a lot of people picking someone I don't think is gonna win, but we're gonna get into it.
Well, no, let's start it off here. I had the brackets right in front of me. All right, so let's go for West Region, man. Number 1 seed Gonzaga going up against we're not going to break all these downs, but we got it right in front of us, man. So Gonzaga's your 1 seed in the West region. Baylor's your 1 seed in the South region. In the East region, Michigan is your 1 seed. Michigan Wolverines, Juwan Howard been doing big things over there. And then in the Midwest region, Illinois is your 1 seed. So I guess looking through this, man, was there anything that you like first round? Who's the top big dog going down first round?
I was looking through my bracket, and I think there might be I feel like there's gonna be a lot of upsets, but I feel like the ACC can do a lot of damage here. Maybe it may be a little biased because I'm I guess the ACC guy. May has watched a lot of ACC basketball, but I see some matchups where I feel like the ACC can maybe come out on top, where maybe people feel like they won't be. But that's something I think people should maybe look out for. Look out for the ACC because that's even though that conference wasn't as good as it usually is, it's usually one of the best conferences in the nation. So I think the conference was still pretty good this year. So I think a lot of people should kind of look out for that. I think the 8-9 matchups, there's a lot of them. I think LSU is playing St. Bonaventures. I feel like St. Bonaventures can win that one. I believe that's the upstate New York team. They usually play good come tournament time. They're usually one of those bracket buster type of teams. So I feel like that, and then a couple other 8-9 matchups. I feel like it's a toss up. I think North Carolina's playing Wisconsin. I feel like that can go either way. So there's a couple things, man.
Yeah, well, breaking news on the rundown. I'm officially a Grand Canyon antelope, so I'll be rooting for Grand Canyon against Iowa now. But I think the matchup I'm looking for first round is Rutgers Clemson. That's a 10-7 in your Midwest region. I only say that really because of the fact that Rutgers had an amazing season a year ago, and it was going to be their first time in the Big Dance, and Lord knows how long, right? And unfortunately, COVID hit. It got canceled, so they didn't get to make that happen. So they get back in now. I just feel like that's a team to look out for, just because they want to try and show what they were capable of a year ago.
Yeah, definitely. I guess they told him to get in this year, but yeah, definitely. Like I said, what you said, what's that, a 7-10 matchup? You said.
Yeah, in the Midwest region.
Yeah, like I said, that's another ACC team there. I feel like Clemson. I believe Clemson's the 10 seed there, right? I feel like they can come out.
Now
Maybe.
Rutgers is a 10.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I feel like, yeah. Well, either way, I still feel like Clemson can maybe come out on top. Like you said, Rutgers has been a good team for the last 2 years, so you never know maybe what could happen there. And 10-7 is kind of they're both kind of close in seeding, so it could go either way.
Shout out Loyola Chicago getting back in, man.
Who are you looking at? It? Who are they playing? Who do they play in the first round?
Georgia Tech 8-9.
Yeah, I'm taking Georgia Tech in that one.
Yeah, same. But I mean, shout out to Loyola in there though, man. Can't
Yeah,
Oklahoma State with the presumptive number one point guard in the draft going up against Liberty 4-13.
yeah. I'm gonna take Oklahoma State in that one. I really believe they're the higher seed, so I guess that's not too big, not too crazy. But yeah. Like I said, there could be a couple upsets. Yeah, like I said, I'm taking Oklahoma State in that one.
Yeah, some good matchups here. Good matchups here, man. Is there any if we had to go hot take, who's going down first?
Well, like, out of the top seeds,
Yeah.
I'm going
Now it
with
doesn't have to be first round. I'm just who do you see going down first in this tournament?
I'm going with the hottest take of them all, in which I was feeling this way, but I forgot there's some things going on within their program. This could stop it. But I feel like when you get to the Sweet 16, right? Either Michigan, my fault, has to go up against Florida State. I feel like Florida State can knock off Michigan. But the one that I was gonna go with is Virginia knocking off Gonzaga in the Sweet 16, which is a real hot take because everyone has Gonzaga winning it, and I feel like Gonzaga's not gonna win this tournament. They're not gonna go undefeated.
I did not mean to do that.
But I feel like Virginia, but they just had those COVID issues that they were dealing with during the ACC tournament. And I've seen some people say that they're not going to be able to practice. They have to quarantine until like Friday. Then they have to travel to the game and then play their first round matchup. But if Virginia has things going when they get to that Sweet 16 matchup, like I said, I may be an ACC guy, but like when they get to that Sweet 16 matchup, I feel like I feel like Virginia can knock on Gonzaga because Virginia also is number one seed in ACC, but they always play great defense. So, you know what they say, defense wins championships. And I feel like with them playing that great defense, as long as they're back and kind of hitting on all cylinders, I feel like they can take down Gonzaga.
I'm definitely going with Gonzaga too. Gonzaga's kind of played a weak schedule all year, no?
They're in a weaker conference, so I wouldn't say they always play a weak schedule.
I
But
think that's going to hurt them though in the long run. There were games that they almost lost this year, and then people are crediting that to the fact that they just don't get up for competition because they don't feel like they have to. So, that's a pretty big deal to me going forward. Like I definitely could see Gonzaga going down first because of that specific reason exactly.
yeah, well, yeah, definitely. But also, like I was kind of looking up the matchup. That's why I said I feel like Virginia might be able to do it. It's going to depend on like who they really kind of match up against. Like you said, they're in a weaker conference, and a lot of people says it's maybe time for them to kind of get out that conference. But I'm not sure they're not preseason, before conference play, they're scheduled the non-conference games. I'm not sure if they scheduled anyone tough this year because the last couple of years, I know they ended up playing Duke and things like that. So usually they kind of try to schedule some tough non-conference games. But like you said, that a lot of people always feel that way about Gonzaga, but they usually do kind of come up big during the tournament. So it could really go either way. But I just don't think that they're gonna be able to go undefeated.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Who's winning it all, Kay?
Right now, I have Illinois. I am not 100% confident in that bracket. I mean, with that pick. But right now, after all staring at that screen, trying to pick out this bracket, I've picked Illinois right now.
All right, man. I hope that your Michigan take doesn't come to fruition. I just because I've been rooting for them. I really like what Juwan Howard has been doing over there. Like that Fab Five, one of my favorite teams ever. So and get those banners back, by the way. But yeah, I just like what they've been doing over there. So I'm a fan. I would like to see them go all the way. Don't think it'll happen, but I don't want to see them go down early. So that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, definitely. They could kind of go all the way, but I watched Florida State, even though they didn't end up winning the championship. But I feel like Scotty Barnes is a great player. Probably end up entering the draft, and Florida State has always been solid. So I feel like I don't know. Like I said, I might just be like an ACC type of guy, but I feel like the ACC can pull off some upsets here. So when you get to that Sweet 16, they're gonna have their hands full when they go up against Florida State, which is always a well coached team with Leonard Hamilton over there.
For sure, man. Definitely keep you guys posted. Check out we got brackets out, by the way. If you guys didn't see that, see if you can take out me and Kayson in our NCAA brackets. We've been telling you guys about it the last couple shows, but we're here and we're ready to go, man. The rundown. We got both of our brackets in. Time's ticking, so get in there.
Yep, definitely. If you go on, Instagram, you can find the link in our bio. If not, we tweeted it out, so you definitely can find the link.
For sure. So they call this the tampering period, the legal tampering period in the NFL. Okay, I don't know if you got a chance to see any of the moves that have been going on lately, but one that stuck out to me, the New England Patriots spent $232 million in free agency. Bill Belichick just basically let us know he was not happy that Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski won a chip. And he wants to do everything in his power to make sure it don't happen again and that they get back there. So what do? They re-signed Cam Newton for $14 million, 1-year deal. Bring back Trent Brown. That was a little earlier in the period. Then Matt Jude, they signed Matt Judon. Then bring in Nelson Aguilar, who kind of reinvented his career over with the Raiders after, not a great stint with the Eagles. They re-signed their 2017 fourth-round pick, Dietrich Wise, to 4 years. Then they signed Hunter Henry, tight end over for the Chargers, bring him in. So now Cam's start between Nelson Aguilar and Hunter Henry. Cam's starting to get some weapons over there, man. So $232 million, got some weapons over there, bring back Cam, and then kind of bolster up that defense. Are the Patriots going to go on a run here?
That is what they're going to try to do. I think I seen something earlier today where it said, like, Bill Belichick has spent, I think, half or more than half just this free agency that he's done, like, collectively over the last 10 years. So like you said, he's not happy that Tom Brady left and when it was able to go get a Super Bowl over there. So he's trying to make some moves. So, like, yeah, I feel like obviously with a great coach over there and they're bringing Cam back. And, like, you were high on Cam and everything that kind of happened to him was a little maybe unfortunate. So with getting Cam, having another year with him, you bring in all these pieces, and the motivation is there now, like you said. And he's obviously showing you that the motivation is there. He's not happy that Tom Brady and Gronkowski went over there and got that Super Bowl. So Cam should be motivated to come back and show people that he can perform maybe better than he did last year because of the COVID and things like that. So yeah, I think they could make a run, definitely.
For sure, man. I think the one thing that I'm worried about as far as the Patriots go is, do they end up like the 2016 Giants? You go 11-5, and you're basically you're riding your defense, and it all just crumbles to the ground first round of the playoffs. And then they ended up having to break it up because it just wasn't sustainable. Like, they're trying to compete. Because it's not like before. It's like, the AFC East is the Patriots division, because the other three teams are no good. The Bills have really established themselves, and now they got something to worry about. And I think that they'll compete. Miami looks like they're getting up there. But I don't know. I think they gotta win that division first.
Yeah, definitely. But these are the type of moves that they kind of need to make, and we kind of need to see for them to kind of start getting going. Like you said, with Miami and Buffalo being over there, they're gonna have to kind of win that division and things like that. So, excuse me, but you're gonna have to start off with getting the pieces over there and being motivated and everyone being healthy and things like that. So I think it's a step, definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure, man. I guess just some other moves that have been going around here. There was rumors that the Chicago Bears were going to go after Russell Wilson. Seahawks have no plans to trade him in any time in the near future, trying to keep him around there. So what do? They sign Andy Dalton, longtime quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys this year. I mean, that's just gut wrenching for Chicago fans to think you're getting Russell Wilson and then end up with Andy Dalton.
Yeah, but obviously you would love to have Russell Wilson, and you were hoping with everything that was going on that he'll be on the market. But obviously it's smart for Seattle to keep him. It doesn't kind of make sense for them to trade him. It makes more sense to listen to him and some of his issues and fix their roster over there if they need to, or fix the issues that he has. But like you said, it's unfortunate maybe for Chicago, but hopefully some other things could come up and they can maybe get a different quarterback over there. Obviously, it's still early now, and then it's especially early if you think about the trade deadline. You maybe hope that something else happens and someone else kind of maybe falls into your pocket, or you hope that Seattle starts the season with Russell Wilson and things don't go great, and they know that you're interested in it already, so maybe you'll be the first call.
Yeah, and just some other move. Speaking of the Cowboys, did we ever talk about Dak is back with Dallas? Got his 4-year deal.
Did we get into
Yes,
that
we
last
did.
week?
We did. Yes, we did. Sorry about that. Some other coaching quarterback carousels here. Kayson actually sent me this yesterday that they restructured Taysom Hill's deal over with the New Orleans Saints. It was a 4-year extension, but every year was pretty much voidable. And when I thought of that, I thought of, well, Sean Payton is saying everything. They always said they like Taysom Hill. And I believe Taysom Hill is, more of a do everything kind of guy. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback. I just feel like that's evident from everything we've seen from him so far. But Sean Payton has also been backing Jameis Winston this entire time. And the other thing, like, shout out to Drew Brees. He just retired yesterday. First ballot Hall of Famer, and then, in the near future for sure. Great career. Sean Payton transformed Drew Brees' career